Subic Bay has always been a place of quiet beauty and calm waters. For decades, it was known for trade, shipping, and tourism. But beneath that calm surface, the Philippines is bringing to life something that could reshape the nation's role in Asia. At the heart of this development is the largest naval base the country has ever prepared, rising again in Subic. The story of this place is rich with history. It once served as the biggest overseas base of the United States, a hub that controlled key sea routes across the South China Sea. When the Americans left in the early 1990s, many believed that its days of military importance were over. Subic became a free port zone filled with commercial activity. Yet today, the Philippines is reclaiming it not as a symbol of the past, but as a cornerstone of its future defense. Subic was chosen for a reason. Its natural harbor is one of the deepest in the world, able to host the largest warships and submarines. From this location, the Philippine Navy can watch over the West Philippine Sea, respond to challenges, and protect the sea lanes that connect the nation to the world. Every shipment that passes through these waters carries not only goods, but also the lifeline of global trade, and the Philippines is determined to safeguard it. What makes this even more powerful is that much of it is happening quietly. While global headlines focus elsewhere, the Philippines is steadily preparing for what may come. The rebirth of Subic is a story of strategy, pride, and determination. In this video, we will uncover why this naval base matters, what is being built, and how it could shape the future of the region. Stay with me because the details reveal far more than most people realize. Before we go deeper, take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss important updates that shape the Philippines and the world. To understand why Subic is rising again, we need to look at its past. For decades, this bay was home to the largest American base in Asia. It was a center of power where warships docked, aircraft were maintained, and supplies for the Pacific were stored. At its peak, it held tens of thousands of U.S. servicemen and workers, making it almost a city of its own. When the American forces left in the early 1990s, the base was handed back to the Philippines. Many thought that was the end of Subic's military story. The area was transformed into a free port zone to attract businesses and foreign investors. Factories opened, shipping continued, and the local economy adjusted to life without a large foreign military presence. But while trade grew, the strategic importance of Subic never really disappeared. Its location remained vital. It sat close to the disputed waters of the South China Sea, a region where shipping lanes carry billions of dollars in goods every year. Other nations started expanding their naval reach in these same waters. The Philippines faced the growing reality that without a strong base of its own, it would not be able to protect its interests or keep pace with its neighbors. This is why Subic is now returning to the spotlight. The government and the Navy see it not only as a symbol of history, but also as a tool for the future. By bringing back Subic as a major naval hub, the Philippines is reclaiming control over a site that has always been central to the region's security. Subic Bay is no longer just a memory of the past. In the last few years, the Philippines has taken concrete steps to transform it into an active naval base once again. The Philippine Navy has already moved key units into the former Hanjin shipyard, which is now being repurposed to service and maintain warships. This facility is large enough to handle the biggest vessels in the fleet, giving the country a repair and logistics hub that it never had before. New infrastructure is being added to support this comeback. Reports confirm that the Navy is expanding docks, building storage depots, and preparing areas for advanced radar and surveillance equipment. This means Subic is not just about parking ships. It is becoming a command center that can coordinate patrols across the West Philippine Sea and provide fast responses during emergencies. The government has also approved plans to make parts of Subic a permanent military reservation. This gives the Navy greater freedom to expand without legal delays and shows that the site will no longer be treated as temporary. Subic is now written into the long-term defense strategy of the Philippines. International cooperation is also part of these changes. Subic has hosted joint exercises with allies, allowing foreign navies to dock and train with Filipino forces. These activities are strengthening partnerships and adding more layers of security. The presence of allies in Subic also highlights the importance of the base not only for national defense, but also for regional stability. Together, these developments show that Subic is moving from plans on paper to real action on the ground. The base is no longer an idea. It is already taking shape as the heart of Philippine naval power. The decision to bring back Subic as the largest naval base is not random. It comes from a mix of national needs, security concerns, and regional realities. The Philippines understands that it sits in one of the most contested maritime zones in the world. The West Philippine Sea is rich in resources and forms part of the main artery for global trade. Without a strong naval presence, the country would struggle to protect its fishermen, its natural wealth, and the flow of goods that pass near its shores. Subic's location gives the Navy a front-line advantage. From this single bay, ships can reach contested waters faster than from any other port in the country. This speed is critical in times of crisis. It means the Philippines can show presence when disputes flare up, and it can also secure nearby shipping routes that are vital for the economy. Another motivation is self-reliance. For many years, the Philippines depended heavily on outside powers to help guard its waters. Subic is now being rebuilt to reduce that dependence. By hosting its own fleet and building its own facilities, the country is sending a signal that it is ready to stand on its own while still welcoming allies for cooperation. Economic value also plays a role. A stronger base at Subic protects trade routes that carry goods into and out of Philippine ports. Any disruption in these lanes could hurt jobs, industries, and daily life. By investing in Subic, the government is protecting both security and economic stability. Finally, there is national pride. Subic has always been a symbol of strength. Restoring it under Philippine command shows the world that the country is serious about defending its sovereignty. It transforms a base once controlled by foreign forces into a modern center of Filipino power and resilience. The revival of Subic is not just about bringing ships into the bay. It is also about building the tools and facilities that can support a modern navy. One of the biggest changes is the transformation of the former Hanjin shipyard. This massive complex is now being turned into a naval dockyard where Philippine vessels can be repaired, maintained, and upgraded without needing to go abroad. Having this capacity at home saves money, saves time, and strengthens independence. The Navy is also building new piers and extending old ones so that larger ships, including frigates and supply vessels, can dock with ease. Warehouses and storage tanks are being added for fuel, spare parts, and ammunition. This ensures that ships leaving Subic can stay at sea longer and return quickly for resupply. It is a setup designed for efficiency and readiness. Technology is another major focus. Plans include installing modern radar, communication systems, and surveillance equipment across the base. These upgrades will give the Navy a wider view of surrounding waters, allowing faster detection of incoming vessels or unusual activity. With these systems in place, Subic can act as both a physical harbor and an information hub. Air support is also being considered. The nearby airfields can host patrol aircraft and helicopters that work together with the Navy. This combination of sea and air operations increases the ability to secure the West Philippine Sea and respond to challenges far beyond the shoreline. What makes all these changes important is how they turn Subic into more than just a port. It is becoming a fully equipped naval complex. Every new dock, every radar system, and every supply depot adds to the ability of the Philippines to protect its territory and ensure safety in surrounding seas. While the progress at Subic is promising, the plan also comes with real challenges. Building and maintaining a base of this size requires heavy funding. Naval ships, fuel, equipment, and construction all demand steady investment. The Philippines must balance these defense costs with other national needs like health, education, and infrastructure. Another concern is security itself. A base as important as Subic can become a target during conflicts. Its location gives strength, but also exposes it to possible risks if tensions rise in nearby seas. This means the Navy will need strong defenses on land, in the air, and at sea to keep the base safe. Local communities also face adjustments. While many welcome jobs and business opportunities, others worry about the environmental impact of a large naval hub. The government and the military must show that development can happen while still protecting the bay's waters, resources, and tourism potential. Lastly, there is the issue of dependence on foreign partners. While cooperation with allies brings benefits, it also raises questions about how much outside influence should shape Philippine defense strategy. The challenge will be finding a balance where the Philippines strengthens its own capability while still working with trusted partners. These concerns show that Subic's return is not without obstacles. The base holds great promise, but it also requires careful planning, wise spending, and long-term commitment to truly succeed. The revival of Subic carries meaning not only for the Philippines but also for the entire region. For the country itself, the base strengthens the ability to guard waters, protect resources, and ensure that fishermen and shipping lanes remain secure. It boosts confidence that the Philippines can handle future challenges with its own strength while still welcoming help from allies when needed. On the regional level, Subic adds stability by showing that the Philippines is no longer passive in maritime disputes. A strong presence here encourages balance at sea and makes it clear that the country is ready to defend its rights. It also signals to neighbors and partners that the Philippines is serious about its role in keeping sea lanes safe for trade. Beyond defense, the base will bring jobs, local growth, and stronger ties with allied navies. Subic is becoming more than a symbol of history. It is turning into a cornerstone of Philippine resilience and a reminder that regional peace depends on cooperation and readiness. As Subic grows into the largest naval base of the Philippines, there are key things to follow in the coming years. One is how quickly construction and upgrades will be finished. Each new dock, warehouse, or radar system shows clear progress toward making the base fully operational. Another point is how the Philippines will balance military strength with community and environmental care. If development is handled wisely, Subic can grow without harming local life or natural resources. Cooperation with allies will also be important to watch. Joint drills, ship visits, and technology sharing can expand the value of Subic, but the Philippines will need to ensure that its own independence remains at the center of all these efforts. Finally, the real test will be how the base performs during times of tension or crisis. The readiness of Subic will show if the investment has truly given the Philippines the strength and security it has been aiming for. Subic Bay has come full circle, from a historic U.S. stronghold to a bustling free port, and now back to becoming the heart of Philippine naval power. Its revival shows how a nation can reclaim its past and turn it into strength for the future. With every new pier, shipyard, and radar system, the Philippines is proving that it is ready to protect its waters, its people, and its place in the region. The base is more than steel and stone. It is a statement of determination, of independence, and of pride. Subic tells the story of a country that refuses to be left behind and chooses instead to rise with courage and purpose. As this story continues, I will keep bringing you updates that matter. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next chapter. Share your thoughts in the comments and send this video to friends who care about the Philippines and its future. Together we can keep learning, supporting, and standing proud.